Hello, welcome to Chris Collects. So this is actually my Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness quick spoiler-free reaction. Now, normally, like I did with the Batman, I'd like to do this, in the cinema in the moment. But I went with some friends who don't really do YouTube the way that I do YouTube. So I'm at home. I'm in the kitchen. Waiting for my dinner to be ready. And I just thought, let's do my Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness review. Well, spoiler-free review anyway. So this is a movie that's really hard to talk about without just spoiling it. It's not the groundbreaking movie that I think a lot of people are hoping for, in the sense that it doesn't really push the MCU forward in the way that I think a lot of people are expecting. It definitely opens up possibilities, but I mean, it was alright. I didn't hate it, I didn't love it. Very much on the fence at the moment. I think I need to see it one or two more times before I can really have a firm opinion one way or the other. But there were some very cool sequences. Some of the Sam Raimi elements I think worked really well. Some of his Evil Dead kind of esque elements worked quite well. Other times I think it was a little bit too Sam Raimi for its own good. It also doesn't help that a plot leak that I saw 2 years ago, and I'm talking 2 years ago, I saw two plot leaks. One was for No Way Home and one was for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The No Way Home one, nonsense. Nothing in the No Way Home plot leak was accurate whatsoever. The Doctor Strange one, 95% accurate. So if you've seen any plot leaks whatsoever, of just discard them. Just forget about them. Just try to avoid that, because somehow the entire plot to this movie is basically leaked. Like, I felt like I was watching a movie where I knew what was about to happen before it happened. And that takes a lot of fun out of it. Yeah, I mean, other than that, there's not a lot to say. There's a couple of post-credit scenes. One is somewhat interesting, depending on where they go with it. The other one's a bit of a joke, classic MCU. Yeah, I just wasn't thrilled. I'm hoping Thor: Love and Thunder can give me that thrill that I haven't had since No Way Home, which sounds like it was ages away. I mean, it was December and we're in May. But this is the first MCU film of 2022, so it feels like it should be bang, we're back. And I really, really love the first Doctor Strange, so yeah. I don't know, in my raw kind of moment, I think I'd give it about 7 out of 10, which, to be fair, is in line with a lot of the critic scores on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's standing at about 78%. So, I'm sort of on board with the critics. Visually, very appealing. There's a lot of very appealing stuff. There is a fair bit of dodgy CGI. Kind of reminds me of the end fight of Shang-Chi, because everything in Shang-Chi looks amazing until he's fighting his dad on what looks like the kind of worst composite green screen that I've seen in a long time. And there were quite a few moments in Doctor Strange that felt a little bit like that. A little bit like, yeah, you didn't film this on location, did you? You definitely filmed this on a soundstage. Yeah, that sort of takes you out of it a little bit. I really liked Jyoti Gomez as America Chavez, even though her character is very silly in the comics, in the sense of what she can do, and obviously her name, and I don't think that necessarily translates super well in live action. I think she has a very good chemistry with Doctor Strange. But I think the real show stealer was Elizabeth Olsen. I think she had some very, very good moments to shine. The script, however, there are some very, very dodgy lines, some very hokey dialogue. It's very comic book. Like, the dialogue's very comic book, and as much as I love comic books, comic book movies, the dialogue and the script needs to really kind of transcend comic books and be more movie. And I feel like this sort of lost that a little bit. The score was pretty good by Danny Elfman. There wasn't a ton of the main Doctor Strange theme that Michael Giacchino composed. There was a little bit of it here and there. Wish there was more of it. But yeah, other than that, it's just worth a watch. It's worth a watch. For me, it's about 7 out of 10. That might change the more I see it, but that's my raw first spoiler-free reaction review. I might do a more spoiler review down the road, who knows. But thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.